Hi, my name is Willem Ziada, New York City-based director and creator of theater, television, and film, and also a proud Phoenix Global Artist Ambassador. Today, I am thrilled to be speaking with acclaimed artist and producer, JASTIN Artis. For more on Jastin, you can read more about him right below this video, but in the meantime, here is just a sneak peek at the amazing talent of the one and only Jastin.
If God is a woman, I ask her, what do women want, what they after? Every time I think I know a woman, I don't know a woman. Confused by a woman, been abused by a woman. Accused of your abuse and not being there. Dang, woman, wave if your curves, but your words worth more. Women value is the word God made you. I'm faithful, only date you. Home run, I brave for you. Rush down the highway to save you. I see through the veil, hair curled over the hill. Marriage can't hide yourself. Break up, no makeup, make yourself. Love pampered pretty, the ugly truth take you down like a bully. Love only hurts if you wasn't in it fully. At least she gave me keys to learn. I contemplate, was it love or lust that got me heartburn? Am I ready for love? Am I ready to love? It's like I think I'm ready for love. I think I'm ready to love. It's like man, I don't want no love. I don't need no love. It's like we need love. One love can't do without love. If God is a man, I ask him, why your woman so attractive? But the same beauty takes my freedom like taxes. Never think to respond. They reacting. A good man cool until the fan breaks. Can't ventilate the weight to a face. So we wait.
Well, hello, Jastin. How are you?
I am well, Will. How are you doing?
Justin, I'm doing so much better now that I'm speaking with you. And like I told you pre-interview, I mean, just looking at you, you're a walking mogul. And you are not only an acclaimed artist, producer, but I really look at you as a true businessman of the music industry. And, I want to lean into first and foremost the promotion that you have going on for Love and Darkness. Talk to me about the project and how it came about for you.
Yeah, well, firstly, thank you so much for having me on this platform and talking with you. You're amazing just from what I've seen, so I really do appreciate it. Shout out to Love and Darkness team. This was not the easiest project that I've done. No, this is my 9th project. I've been an artist for 10 years, so this leading up to this was really about doing this in the best way that I could, spending the most time and money on every aspect that I could. I'm used to wearing multiple hats, so this was the first time that I had some help. There's a lot of collaborations, the marketing, PR, the pitching that we were doing, like every aspect was really strategic. And so, to be honest, this album was probably done. This is 2021, maybe 2018, give or take. But
Wow.
unfortunately, yeah, but unfortunately, after losing my job and my son in 2019, I started creating in a different way. I think due to the loss of my son Jameis. What up? I love you, Jace. I love you too. Um, I
Sorry
just saw a
for your
different.
loss. I'm sorry
Thank
for
you,
your
Will.
loss.
Thank you. But I just felt a different creativity in me, and I just started creating and creating and creating. Then I was like, wait a minute, I think I need to revamp the whole Love and Darkness album. And that's what I did. So I did so much that I had 18 songs. So I had to split it into two. So you get the first half that was dropped in May, and then the next half next year. So it's been it's been different, but I really can't take away from the process of how we got here, and then the success and milestones that we've had since.
Yeah, well, first and foremost, thank you for being so vulnerable and sharing what you just shared. And again, I'm sorry for your loss. And what I also though want to commend you for, a true artist is an artist that is able to look back to look forward. You were able to look at a project that obviously came out of you for a reason, but then to be able to look back and to then look within and to say, you know what, I'm changed. But let's look at this as a moment of exploring the possibility instead of it being something negative, and you chose the light instead of the dark. And here you are now releasing Love and Darkness, and the audience has got a sneak peek at Can't Do Without Love as well. Talk to me a little bit about Can't Do Without Love, and also the idea that came about in filming it as you did.
Yeah, well, first, let me thank the LMU Society for production. I wanted something very simplistic. I didn't want a lot going on. I'm a poet. Excuse me, I'm a poet at heart, so I know I can freak a song without any music, just my rhythm and how I flow and delivery. So they had something perfect, inspired by Ryan Leslie. I love dude and what he does, so it did stem from that. And it sounded like a love song, like, oh my gosh, but I'm no singer. Will I? I try, and I do a little bit on this, but I um I don't know. In the beginning of it, it was just like, let me do a love song that no one's ever heard. Let me do a love song that men don't talk about as often. And so the concept was really to women. I came hard for them. I'm gonna be honest, I did, but it's still all love. That you when you are a good man, when you're a good man, and not saying that any past relationship there were bad women, because they weren't, but there's destruction in that somehow. They ruin it. They throw a good man away. And at this point, I had got so tired of just, what else can I do? What else can I be? I know I'm good. I don't have it all together. Don't get me wrong. I'm not perfect, and don't try to be. But man, why am I not with this woman, my person, that I know that there is someone out there for me? And fortunately enough, during the process of making the song and video, shout out to CDS Visions, my man Corey. My wife, current wife, is now actually in the video. Just came by happenstance. We had to shoot, and I was like, babe, don't, though I want to hear nothing when we leave. Like, you could have been in the video. I said, so make sure, if you do want to, get yourself dolled up, do what you need to do. And she did. And I asked Corey, I said, hey man, I got this idea. And he was like, yeah, of course, man. Just put her in. Well, the last 10 minutes of the shoot, we did what you see, and it ended up being marvelous. And I think if you watch closely, I think my wife represents love ultimately. Um, and so it's just that battle of, do I love again? Oh, I've been hurt so many times, I don't want to. That contemplation, Shakespeare, to love or not to love. That's really where the idea came from. But the video turned out amazing. Shout out to my wife on that for participating, even though I don't know if she
Good
was
for you to
there.
shout out to her. And if you
Yeah,
didn't, I'd be mad at you too, just like
of
she
course.
should. But listen, Justin, what I also love so much about you is that you are a poet. You're a real artist, like with a capital A. You're a truly, and I can see it all over your work. And you're also someone, as an artist and a human, that has obviously done the work, but you made the choice to do the work. And because you've done the work as a human being of this planet Earth, your art is that much more clear and thus also that much more relatable. Like what you just said, you're absolutely right. I've never heard a love song like that. But you know what? It seemed familiar, yet also like, holy ish, this guy had the cojones to actually go there.
Absolutely. And I think that is the beauty of my genre, hip hop renaissance. Though I know I don't fit the trend, I'm not a trap artist. I'm not,
You're not a
anything
second-rate
but what
version
you.
of someone else, Justin. You're a
Absolutely.
first-rate version of Justin. And
Absolutely.
there is no genre that can shackle you down to one category.
Absolutely. And that's what I try to achieve. I think I've gotten to the point, well, where I don't think about it now,
That's
but I
right.
know there's still places to explore, and there's people that I'm dying to work with that I know will bring more out of me. But everything you said, I want you to feel something that is there. But as we do, we keep it surface, we keep throwing stuff on top of it, we keep medicating it in the wrong way. But when you listen to my music, it's like, oh, wait a minute, hold up. I I felt something, and I think I actually have to deal with it. And so I think this one, Can't Do Without Love, really exploits that whole mindset of like who I am, what I'm about, and where I want my audience to grow
And
with
also,
me.
Justin, I mean, also about, look at, I'm a gay man of the planet, but that doesn't mean I'm still a man. And, I think a
That's right.
man talking about feelings and sensitivities, may have a negative connotation to it. But the fact that you lean into that and that you open up the onion, and by showing an audience of all people to make them realize that there's no weakness in emotion, that you can
That's right.
actually come from a place of strength. And I love that also, it kind of seeps through your whole brand.
Absolutely. I mean, well, look, I need to have you on my marketing team because you were getting it right on. I yeah, I mean, I think the biggest part for me when I started out was to show who I am, be the example, and I will never stop doing that. So hopefully people get it. I know it's a little it's a process for people to really
Justin,
join in,
it
and
took me 1 week
so
to go through everything to get the landscape. If people just open their eyes and ears with an open mind and no ego, and to realize that outside of themselves is a world of beauty that may be being told a little differently. But if they lean in, maybe they can look at the mirror and maybe see something new about themselves, because that's what you do as an artist.
absolutely. And I think it's about the process. I want my audience to grow with me. I feel like my music isn't per se mood music. It's for your core, for your growth, reflection. And I don't know how I do it, man. I just thank God that He put me in position to figure it out. And
Well,
this
Justin,
is
I
what I want
mean,
you to do.
you're also a vessel. You're a vessel
Yes.
that has done the work to get a
Yes.
clear mind, body, soul. I really, when I'm listening, I'm like, in listening to you now, you're a vessel. You're someone who is, you say, use me, but you've also, again, done the work and you've done the craft. And so, it's not like you're just saying, waking up every morning, say, God, show me the light.
Right.
You're hustling.
Yes.
You're doing the
Yes, I
work.
am.
You're a business savvy man, but you're also giving back.
I am.
You're
I am.
setting the example for the young Jastins in the world who might have been told, you know what, you're too much, or ooh, why don't you just stay in your lane, or ooh,
Come on,
it'd be
Will.
safer to do X, Y, Z. F that. Justin, you are a living example for those young Jastins of the world who may be going through ish, but you again made the choice to turn darkness into light, and that they can too.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Love and darkness. That's what it's about. How do you turn how do you still love in darkness? The COVID,
Mm,
I mean, I didn't know this was gonna happen, right?
mm.
So this was the perfect time this album came out because we were all still trying to figure out how to love ourselves, our friends, those that are different from us, whatever the case is, in this darkness, whether it's personal, global, whatever. And at the end of the day, like if you listen to the last piece, the poem on the album, I mean, I think it explains exactly what love and darkness is. But at the end of the day, well, I mean, again, I mean, I need to have you on the team, man. I can't say it better. Love and darkness is about loving yourself first, and then everything else will kind of filter it out, and you'll see the difference. But you have to do the work. You have to start with you. So, thank you, man. I gotta use some of this.
Well, listen, Justin, I'm just an artist myself, was a singer for over 25 years, and now I'm a Broadway director. But it's my job as a director to kind of be at 30,000 feet and try to pick out what I see and feel, because if I see and feel it, I think an audience will. And if little old Will on 57th Street of Manhattan can feel what I have felt with just a few days, really, of digging into your artistry, the sky's really, I know it sounds so freaking cliche, but the sky's the limit for you, because you're also creating, Justin, something that's timely and timeless, because
Amen.
emotion is universal, and you're leaning into that. People need to feel connection and feel now more than ever, and you're unapologetically going for it.
Absolutely. That gave me chills, Will. That gave me chills.
You
I
gave me
want you to
chills.
feel it. I
I'm just
want you to feel it.
regurgitating.
Well, I appreciate that. But I do. I want you to feel it. I want you to deal with it, confront it. Confrontation is not negative. It's just we have to deal with it.
There it is.
And I hope my music continues to do that. I will say this: every person that listens comes out differently, And I know we
Look at
live in a
me.
business and we live in validation and
We
instant
need likes.
satisfaction.
But
But
no.
man, I want you to last. I want you to live long. I want you to, you know, grow. I want you to heal. I want you to have peace. And you know, I've been blessed to be able to do that, and I won't stop.
Well,
Definitely
because
won't stop.
Justin, you've also done it for yourself.
Yeah, that's where it starts. Will, if I didn't, to your point, if I didn't, I don't think the music would be what it is. For sure.
No,
For sure.
you could see the BS, right? Like
Yep.
we've seen artists who try to put on to sell it. No, this is coming from like, excuse my French, your cojones.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, listen, I could speak with you forever. I want to let the audience know for more on the amazing Justin artist. You can read more about him right below this video. Justin, God bless you, my friend. We will definitely stay connected. You have moved me to my core. You continue to, dare I use a quote from my favorite movie, Field of Dreams. You are truly a build it and they will come brand. And I know you're in it for the long haul. And thank goodness you are.
Yeah. Thank you, Will. It was a pleasure. I look forward to connecting with you. Thank you for this opportunity.
Thank you. God bless you.
Bless you.